Hey everybody, it's December 5th, 2023. I'm a little sluggish today because I had my treatment. So it's a phlebotomy. So basically they just put a big needle in my arm and take out blood. So it's kind of like donating blood. The only thing is they can't do anything with it because my blood is considered hemochromically poisoned because of my condition. So and really the condition is my body does not like, it's so hard to explain. Like, it doesn't really process iron, so I can't consume foods with iron because iron is such a heavy metal and it sits in my body, and so it kind of treats it like poison. So I had to go get a sonogram on my heart today, and then I had to go get my treatment. So but it does make me really tired because I just take a lot of blood. So I've just kind of been chilling here at the house since I did this afternoon, but it's weird because I've been on the phone like crazy because I've had a lot of like work calls because work is picking up. Also, do need to start by saying that I just found out that SAG actually ratified the contract. So that means everything's officially over. The strike was over, but now they signed the contract. That's my understanding. So apparently they had a really low turnout, which I think is interesting, but I'm not SAG, so some of the stuff I'm getting may not be completely accurate, so I'll try and follow up with more accurate information when I know it. But to the best of my knowledge, they have ratified the contract. So it's official. The WGA, DGA, and SAG have all signed their contracts. So work is picking up. Like I said, I have to be on set tomorrow. There's just things happening. So I'm really, 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 really happy. I'm also happy for all the writers and the directors and the actors who, fought really hard to get here. So that's awesome. My union is up for negotiations next year, and there's been a lot of talk. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting year, but I think it seems to be off to a really good start. I had some really good phone calls today with my manager for things that are happening. But I don't want to say it just yet. I don't want to jinx it. So I promise when I can say something, I will. But just know that I'm filming the next 2 weeks, and I'm really, really grateful for that. And I'm grateful that all of my friends are starting to get work. I'm just really tired today. Every time I get my treatment, and it sucks because I get it in my left arm, and the needle is so big, but it really hurt today. So sometimes it hurts. Sometimes like the needle goes right in, and sometimes I get in my head about it and I get really stiff. I don't know if that happened today, but it hurts so bad. I hate needles, and I have to do this every 3 months for the rest of my life. And it hurts so bad. I could feel it go all the way up my arm. It was just excruciating. And I can't move my arm. I just have to sit there, take it. And it's hurting. It's actually really tender right now, and it's really red. There's a huge welt, so that's going to last for a few days. But anyways, the treatment is done. I'm good now until basically, March, I think. So thank God. Ugh. Anyways, but yeah, so it just makes me really lethargic. But it was funny because I had a phone call today on a project I'm trying to get that I'm developing with a couple of producers, and then I had a phone call with my manager about another project. So one project is I'm trying to direct, one project I'm trying to write and direct. So it's just like things. It's like always things. And that's just how this industry is. It's like, you want to move things forward. You just gotta just keep cranking it out and have meetings, and it's always like a puzzle piece. It's like trying to find the right people for the project. But I also had some good meetings today about my little short film I'm going to direct at the beginning of the year, Grandma's Cookies. So really excited about that, only because we've been trying to do this for like the last 3 years, if not longer, maybe 3 years. Anyways, and I know Eileen has been really, really eager about doing it. So it wasn't high on my list of priorities, but like I said, the lead actress is a good friend of mine, and she really, really wanted to do this movie, and she's been so supportive and just asked me about it every year. And finally, and for some reason, Ryan was just like, let's just make it. And so we've just been making it. He's, getting into producing, so this is a good thing for him. It's a small little short film, but it's good because it's good for him to learn the process, and it can be very difficult. So he's had to learn to just navigate. He's had to learn to navigate everything. So God love him, because it's been a lot for him, but we've been on the phone a lot. And I just am nervous because I want to make it a good film because, a lot of people are believing me. And when people believe in me, it makes me work really hard. But then sometimes I don't take care of myself. So there is that. The other thing is I want to wish my nephew well. He's still struggling every day with trying to adapt to being in sober living. And I'd like to think that he's doing a good job. I talk to him every day. So stay strong, Matthew. You got this, man. I'm very proud of you because you're just taking it one day at a time, and that's really all you can do. That's what I tell him every day. I go, just take it one day at a time. And I said, eventually you'll get there. Every day something changes and it gets better. And so it's not easy, but he's doing it. Sorry, the phone. I'm really tired. I'm so tired. I'm kind of rambling now, so I got to get up fairly early. But I really hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Again, congratulations to SAG now. So that was the last contract that we were waiting on. The strike was over. They just hadn't ratified the contract. And then I think if they hadn't ratified the contract, they would have had to vote to strike again. But luckily we avoided that, and I'm very, very happy. So I know a lot of crew members were complaining online about it. I wish that they weren't, because we had to be very supportive of SAG. This is our industry, and whenever anyone in our industry is being treated unfairly, we have to speak up and stand strong, because shit rolls downhill in a way. So it was difficult. It was very difficult. And we were coming off the pandemic, and it was just like a lot of people suffered through the pandemic, and work was good, but it was just different because it's like we had to test all the time. So you had to scramble to get testing and filming. I mean, it was fine. I thought it was great. It was a nice way to make a little extra money, and I was very blessed for that. But then they lifted the mask mandate, and then they just stopped testing. So I think that was tough too, because a lot of people made a little bit of extra money because of the testing, because you always had to, when you booked a gig, you also had to book testing. So it was always just it just became an extra layer of having to schedule things, because you had to also schedule COVID tests. And I mean, there's times that I've had to I'd have to do 3 in a day or 2 in a day, and you had to drive to different locations. So it was a bit exhausting, but and then you'd have to drive 30 minutes for something that took 2 seconds. You go and swab, you have to drive 30, 40 minutes back. So there were some days it was a bit whatever, but I mean, we wanted to be safe. And so I think now, after coming off of that, going in the strike, that people were frustrated. But I was frustrated. It was very scary, especially because we know the industry and it slows down so much during the holidays. But we made it, and again, we're stronger because of it, and I think that's awesome. And we're gonna go into the new year with making new content, and in the first quarter, it's gonna be a bit slow, but by end of January into February, we'll start having new stuff, and it's gonna be fantastic. They're gonna try even get it out even sooner. That's why a lot of people, a lot of maybe the studios even are just let's just film right now. Normally we'd be shut down, but they want to be able to get stuff out so early in the new year. So that means everybody's working, and I'm really, really happy about that. So, but with that said, I do need to get some sleep. I'm really tired. But thank you for listening to me ramble when I have no blood in my body. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Happy hump day for those that work in an office. Tomorrow you're halfway there. And I'm going to go to set. I'm going to have a nice day. I'm really grateful. And we will catch up tomorrow. Everybody have a great night. And yeah, take care.